Hello again tonight. Well, I got a good one. Another one. It was on a newspaper route. I was delivering newspaper with my ex-wife. Okay. Well, on this particular road, street, there was car door wide open. Okay. The guy was like sitting in it. I figured I'll go up to him and see what's wrong with him. Well, I went up to him. I asked him, the guy, he says, "Are you okay?" No answer. None whatsoever. Okay. I asked again, "Are you okay, sir?" He just mumbled. So I said, "All right, I'll call the police department." So I called the police department. I says, "Well, I saw a guy sitting in the car. I don't know if it was his house or what, okay? Sitting in the car, I told the officer he wasn't talking that much or he's just mumbling. So I said, "Can you come out and just send a squad car and see how he is?" Well, as soon as we get done with that one area of housing addition, um, we drove over there. I only asked for the police department. They sent out the whole cavalry, and they're all looking around the house. I told the officer he was in that car. I said, "I don't know what happened to it." They had this fire department, ambulances, extra police cars, the works, and the guy disappears. Like, where did he go? Oh my God! So it's like we picked the right newspaper routes down there in around Greenwood, Indiana. And then the following next day, we drove into a different apartment complex we delivered. And my ex-wife says, "Randy, could you come here?" I said, "What for? Why?" "There's a guy down here on the ground, looked like he fell off the balcony." I went over to look at him. I said, "Yeah, looks like he did. He was drunk." By then, all the police department knows who we are. So we called the police department, and we told him, explain it. There's a guy on the other side of the apartment complex here. Looked like he might have fell off the balcony, and he's drunk. So they said, "Well, Randy, we'll go over and check it out and stuff." Well, he was drunk, and so they took him away. And I told my ex-wife, I says, "Man, we picked the right route to deliver newspapers. Nothing's boring on this route. Anything happens." Well, another time where my car was stolen, we found our car. Well, there was a teenage girl who was living in an apartment over there, okay? And she had boys there that not supposed to be there. Guys not supposed to be. Well, these type of guys like breaking into apartments over there and stuff. And she kept on stealing my customer's newspaper. It was below her. Because every time they call, say they didn't get a newspaper, it gets a mark on us. So one night, she had her little group of guys with her. And I had a Christmas card in there for that customer. I told the officer the next day, "There's a Christmas card in that newspaper I get." I went to the office and explained to him, "Look, I got one of your residents stealing newspapers." And the lady says, "Well, we can't call the police department on her." I was like, "Okay, well, I'll call the police department." So I call the police department, and the manager says, "You need to talk to them too about the same lady." It's like, "You just told me you can't talk to the police officer." But whatever she's been doing, she's been messing up a lot, I guess. So she learned her lesson not to steal anything else after that. Because everybody else in this apartment complex, I had another apartment of my customers, his newspaper was getting take it. So he told me to throw it all the way up on top of the 3rd floor balcony. Boy, that was fun. Half the time we get hit back in the head with a Sunday newspaper trying to throw that thing up there. Oh my God, that was just hilarious. We're all laughing our heads off and stuff. And then another time, couple times, police officers, we were telling us about this one car. He's going in and out, and the police says, follow him. It's like, all right, we'll follow him. So we follow him in and out, So all 3 exits were covered by the police department. They're all coming in. He parked the car and ducked underneath his car. Then we drove around. We found him, the police officer. I said, he's on the other side. So we listened to him. He lied, saying, like, I got a radiator problem. The officer says, why? What did you drive around back and forth? Why don't you just drive? Regular drive. I was like, boy, he lied his butt off to that officer. But he didn't get away with it and stuff. But it was just every night there's something different. Places I work. One time I worked for Lowe's. My ex-wife, she came back to Lowe's, and she opened the car hood, and then she closed it. She came in and says, the car's on fire. I said, what? I had a line of people. I was a cashier. I was in a line. I said, what? The car's on fire? I was like, oh crap. I had to yell at my supervisor, get her over here, over towards the cash register so I can do something. I said, why don't you close the hood? I can't put out the fire and close the hood. Well, every single customers came out, and where she parked the car, right next to a Cadillac. Oh, great. There's a Cadillac. So me and 3 other guys, we pushed that car. Even when it's on fire, we're pushing that thing away from all the other cars and stuff. We got away from it. As soon as we got done, the car started trying to start itself because all the fire was doing the wiring at that point. And there was like 5 of us calling the fire department. And the fire department was just up the street. It took them 20 minutes to get to Lowe's. I was like, darn, what the hell here? So the next day, everybody, the customers who were in there that day before, told their friends. They all came back and asked, how are you? How's your car doing? I said, well, my car is totally total and stuff. I says, we only had liability and they couldn't do anything and stuff. But I was pretty much, everybody's coming up saying, well, I heard about you, about your car. Every place I go, workers I used to work, one day I walked Ponderosa. One of the guys says, how's your car? Catching any cars on fire lately? I said, no. But it's kind of funny. All these stories has happened to me over the years. There's more stories. One night, my friend was celebrating his birthday. Well, he says, let's go bowling. So we went bowling. Okay. And he said, I'm going to get drunk. Because I was a designated driver. Okay. So he got getting drunk. We went bowling. He did a shitty job trying to bowl. He couldn't get any strikes. He kept on going in the gutter. But the funny part is, every time he gets drunk and drunker, his bowling got improved. Hitting strikes 6 or 7 times in a row. I'm like, you gotta get more drunker than that then in order to get a strike. And here I am just laughing my head off at him, how he's dancing around and throwing that bowling ball down the lane and get a strike. Oh man, it was just hilarious. And then one time, it was just me and my ex-wife. We start bowling, okay. Well, I forgot to let go of the bowling ball. I fell in the lane, slid in the lane. I let go of that ball. I was, oh crap. I thought, okay, it's going to go in the gutter. No, I'm just laying there looking at the ball, and I got a strike just laying on the ground halfway through the gutter, halfway on the floor. I said to my ex-wife, I cannot do that again if I could. Oh, that was a good, hilarious time too. But another one of my friends had a church party. Okay, she asked me if she wanted I'll go with them for bowling. So I said, yeah, let's go ahead bowling. Well, the pastor's son was good at. She was telling me he was really good. No one could beat him in bowling. Like, oh, okay. So we split up in teams, and the pastor's son was in one team, and the father was on my team. So okay, well, he got down to me and his son. I'm bowling all these strikes, and we were close. And he missed the pins that went into the gutter part. And at the end, he says, "I won." Everybody says, "No, Randy won." So next day, he was still mad about it. The next day in church, so Sunday morning was the next day. And my friend says, boy, the pastor's son was upset because the pastor talked about bowling from Saturday. He says, well, somebody finally beat my son in bowling. Even though he's upset, he's got to get over it. But nobody couldn't believe that somebody beat him in bowling. So it's like, it was a good telling story for Sunday's mass and stuff. But well, that's it so far. I'll talk to you later next time. Bye now.